Hi guys. Yes, what a glorious day. I'm down here in Davao. Oh, look at that. I'm here at the S&R store. So let's go through the process. So you go down here, and on the left hand side there is a wash area, quarantine, check your pass area. Really nice. Ladies are very pleasant. There's instructions about what you can do and what you can't do. So this is S&R, as I said. So I asked if I could have a look inside the store. Yes, I can. However, what I need to do is I need to pay 700 peso, okay, to get a S&R membership card. Then I can get a day pass to walk around inside. But without the day pass, without the membership card, the S&R membership card, you can't get a day pass. So I asked the question, well, what happens if I pay my 700 peso and I don't like any of the food that's inside? And they turned around and said, oh, it's a membership. So I asked if I could look around inside with one of the girls and see whether I want to pay 700 pesos for something. So what you're doing is you're paying for a membership of something that you cannot see. You can only see the outside. Now there might be some items in there that I like, and there might be some items I don't. But is it worth 700 pesos? That's the question you have to ask yourself. For me, I don't think it's worth 700 pesos to come and walk around a supermarket. In my country, this is called a cash and carry. Okay, you go in with your cash, you pick up your food and you carry it out and you pay for it. It's cheap shopping. Here, it seems to be that you have to pay for something you are not going to see. So anyway, so I didn't get in the front door. They don't give you day passes, and is it worth the money? S&R membership shopping, but you can't see what you're going to buy until you buy your membership. I think that's a little bit of a scam, yeah? Where in the world would you pay for something that you're not actually going to be able to see? I don't think there is anywhere out there that lets you pay for something without you actually seeing it. Very bizarre. Maybe that's why there's only about 120 cars in the car park, where SM and Robinson and Gmail will have around about 500-600 cars and will be packed. This place is not packed, it's empty. So anyway, I'm not going to do S&R today. I'm going to go downtown, go to a supermarket that doesn't charge me an entrance fee. Doesn't charge me an entrance fee. What a scam. S&R, you should be ashamed of yourself. Anyway guys, take care. So I'm here today, as I didn't get anywhere in S&R. I've come to Abteeza, and I had to come into Chican from Cebu. And they have just, look, they have this social distancing perspex screen between me and somebody sitting here. There we go. You're not allowed to sit here, you're not allowed to sit here. But here, there is a perspex screen now that's been devised. Ingenuity. It won't be long before they break and crack and chip. It's crazy. Oh look. Hello ma'am, how are you?
Thai part available, sir.
What?
Thai part available chicken.
No?
Yes. Yes. No, yes.
Okay.
Right.
There we go. This lady had a temperature today of 86 degrees. Oh, look. Ah, iced tea. Hey guys, look. Okay, so it's Thursday. I've just come down to Honda Denmark because my scooter needs a 1-year service. So possibly needs some brake pads after 1 year, possibly needs some brake shoes after 1 year. So the brake shoes are 750 peso. The brake pads, they don't have any, and they don't know when they're going to come in. So that's pretty good, isn't it? Denmark, very, very interesting. You sell scooters, but you need to make sure you have stock. So anyway, the oil is 220 peso. So I'm bringing it in tomorrow at 8 o'clock. So I'm here early to get my service. It will take 2 hours, but it will be ready then. So that will be. Hopefully I don't need any brake shoes. Hopefully I don't need any tires. Let's see what happens. But it's Thursday and we are on MGCQ. Oh look, there's an aeroplane up there. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, must be coming near to 2 o'clock. One flight a day. So yeah, an interesting day today in Davao. Started with SNR and now it's come to Honda. Oh, nothing I can do. Nothing I can do. I can just sit here on my bike and do my thing today. Thing today. At least my baseball cap is nice and clean. Okay, take care guys from Davao, the safest city in the world. Good evening guys. So it's the second day of modified general community quarantine, and what have I noticed today? What are the differences that I've actually seen? Well, I've seen some hotels open, and they are open and they can sell rooms, but they can't do anything, any functions or anything else. And there's no tours, still no tours. So Albert down below here, his tour company has been told that they're not going to be doing any bunkers or any tours or any tourism within the Philippines until the 31st of December. That's a bit sad really. Passes, FM passes are still in operation, so wherever I go I have to present that. The other thing that I have noticed, when it was at the top level you just had to give your FM pass. Now you have to give your FM pass, you have to give some ID, so ACR card or your visa or anything like that, passport, to go into the supermarkets. They do your temperature check. They also have these little cameras set inside the supermarkets videoing to make sure people's temperature doesn't go above a certain level. So they have this thermal imaging. I've noticed that in SM and in kneale. That's only today though, so it seems that they're getting a little bit more technical as the pandemic develops. I've also noticed in restaurants they've got rid of the X's and the ribbon on chairs. Now in the middle of the tables, and you'll see this in the video, there is a plastic shield that sits in the middle of the table, but the tables to the left and the right of you, there is nobody sitting there, so it feels like Billy No Mates. If you go into Chowking, one person on the table and the other chair has been moved, so they removed the chair rather than putting an X on it or putting a ribbon around it or to stop people sitting there. It's just one table, one chair, so that's it. The liquor ban still in force, no liquor, whether you're staying in a hotel or you're on business in a hotel or you go out to a restaurant, liquor ban still in force. You can get soft drinks and that's tea and coffee, and that's about it. Supermarkets seem to be a little bit busier. The mall at SM today seemed to be very busy. Lots of women out shopping today, buying clothes and going into stores. It seems that the stores only allow 1 or 2 people in at a time, maximum of 3. When you go into the store, you have to sign the book, you have to put your telephone number. So I went into 3 computer shops today, all different. So I went into Computer World down Magsaysay or Rojas. Went in, the guy took my temperature. I then sanitized my hand and he let me in. No information, no telephone number, no nothing. I went into Octagon, went in the door, had to fill out the book, but nobody was talking to me. They were screaming at me from behind their little plastic enclaves. So you have to fill out the book, you have to put down your telephone number, and then you can come in. And when you come in, there's no sanitizing. There's a little dispense pump that you can turn around and put your foot on, or you press it with your hand. But you nobody's telling you to do that. You have to do that of your own free will. Go inside, ask about stock, and they turn around and say there is no stock, there's no computers, there's no laptops, there's no notebooks. So really not worth opening, really, is it? So it just seems to me that they're trying to sell old stock they don't actually have. And then the third store I went into an Apple store at the iCenter in SM Langan. So I went into the Octagon in Gmal, and I went into iCenter in SM Langan. The guard took my temperature and sanitized my hand. No telephone number and no name what I was doing. Again, no stock. So walk in, ask a question, the girl turns around, so we don't have any stock, and you walk out. So it's going to get to a stage where when I'm walking up to a shop, I'm just going to go, do you have any stock to sell? And I'll ask from outside, and when they turn around and say no, I'll turn around and say bye and walk off. There's no point going in, there's no point going through all of the rigmarole, all of the grief of having your head temperature sanitized, take down your name, take down your telephone number, when there is no stock to buy, there's no stock to look at. So why do you have to keep going through this same old process? Just stand outside the shop and ask through the door, do they have any stock? If they don't have any stock, walk on. So that's just me being cynical, really, I suppose. Anyway, so as you see, I'm out on the balcony. It's around 6:30. It's a nice cool night. There were some storms yesterday, and there was some major flooding in certain areas down at Tolomo and down out towards Digos, and those areas had a lot of flooding. My respects, my thoughts and my prayers go with the families out there that have been infected. There's the pandemic, and now there is this flooding. Okay, so modified general quarantine, community quarantine. What else have I seen? I have not seen much else. The jeepneys are still doing what they're doing. They're still having segregation. I think the roads are becoming a little bit more crazier. There seems to be a lot of what I call the undisciplined jeepney drivers driving at full speed, weaving in and out of traffic. They're going to kill somebody. They just seem to be oblivious to their surroundings. I had a guy today overtake me, cut in front of the taxi, then weave back out to into the middle lane and cut up in front of a big Toyota. Everybody was bibbing their horns, making all their noise, and this guy was just doing this going up the road as a jeepney. You know, what the jeepney drivers need to understand is you have people in the back. How do they feel that you're driving like some crazy lunatic? Yeah? Or are you on shabu? Are you taking drugs? I don't know. So anyway, the guy ran the traffic lights and got pulled over by CTMO, and there we go. So he was in a pale green Suzuki jeepney running to Sasa. bizarre. I don't understand the mentality. I don't understand that mentality. Just go with the flow. Just go nice and slowly. Take it easy. Don't scare your passengers. Don't scare the wits out of the people that are paying your wages and paying for your food and paying to keep your family alive. Just bizarre. Just bizarre. So yeah. So modified community quarantine. Yeah. I haven't seen anything different. I've not seen anything out of the ordinary. Everybody's getting on with their life. Everybody's taking their time and everybody's going through the process. I've seen a lot of people not wearing masks though, and that's disturbing for me. Guys, they should be wearing their masks. I've seen quite a few, yeah, I saw about 15 to 20 people today not wearing masks, and that was in Kneale and that was in SM Langen. Yeah, it's just bizarre that I don't know whether people forget about it. I don't know whether people don't want to wear it, whether people think that they are immune to actually to the virus. I don't know. I just find it absolutely bizarre. But anyway, I went to S&R today. That was a bit. I had this conversation with Annie today inside. She turned around and said, "It's always been a membership." And I said, "Yes, but if you go to the gym, they will show you what they offer you. They show you the equipment, they show you the training program and what they can do to make you healthier." S&R turn around and say, "Oh, if you want a one-day pass, you have to buy a membership for a year." Well, it's not a one-day pass, is it? It's a one-year pass. Because all they're doing is they just want you to pay 700 pesos to buy a pass. But I want to see what's inside their store. What are they going to offer me? Is it going to be cheaper? Or am I going to pay 700 pesos and find that the chicharron is 40 peso a kilo more expensive than if I go to SM or go to Robinson's? Am I going to find that the olive oil and the rice is 20% dearer to buy in S&R? What are they offering me for my 700 pesos? But that's the secret. That's the secret. Yeah? Secret retail offering. S&R. Secret retail offering. So yeah, you want to see the benefits of your 700 peso. I also went down to Desmark today. Yeah, they're going to do my bike tomorrow, service my bike, because it's 1 year old. So there we go. Nice. I'm going to have that done tomorrow morning. Hopefully I don't need brake pads for the front, otherwise I'll have no brakes to the front of my bike. That's a bit scary. Ah, yes. Anyway, from me on the balcony on a glorious night. I've not heard any planes. I heard 5 planes today. You can hear Annie in the background doing her animal impersonations of animals on the farm. But like, share, subscribe, keep safe, stay safe, look after yourselves, and I'll post a vlog tomorrow, Friday. You look after yourselves, guys. Take care.